Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a hidden force that messes with our best efforts and a new kind of tech designed to shine a light on it.
All right, so let's just jump right in with a big question, one that I think affects every single one of us. We're so clever, right? We have all this amazing technology. So why on earth do we struggle so much to work together on the huge crises staring us in the face? You know, things like climate change, ecological collapse, and all the social division we see everywhere.
Well, what if the answer isn't just about policies or systems? The sources we're looking at today suggest it's actually about these quiet, almost invisible thoughts. You know, the little whispers in the back of our heads. They're running on a loop all the time, and they act kind of like a gentle anesthetic, just enough to numb our sense of urgency.
And these assumptions, they seem so harmless, right? But they're part of this hidden pattern that's a major saboteur when it comes to us actually taking action together. It's like this silent architect building a foundation of inaction, and the crazy part is, it does it all without us even realizing.
And this pattern actually has a name. The source material calls it the I thought. It's this incredibly powerful subconscious force that just quietly lets us off the hook. It justifies why we check out and kind of dissolves our feeling of personal responsibility. And that's what stops us from acting on the really big stuff.
Okay, so what is this I thought, really? Let's break it down and see how this subconscious operating system actually works.
So it's not just one single thought. It's more like a tangled web. Picture this big, messy network of old memories, stories we've picked up from our culture, and all those deep-down fears we have about loss or change. And it's running the show in the background, totally under our radar.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The I thought has a few key features. It's always pulling from old memories, picking up on what everyone else is thinking, and filtering everything through our feelings. And all of this creates a powerful feedback loop. The result? It doesn't feel like a bias. It feels like straight-up reality. And that's what makes it so sneaky and so hard to see.
Okay, check out how this actually works, step by step. Let's say you see a news story about deforestation. That's the trigger. Your brain immediately pulls up a memory. Maybe you heard someone say, oh, the government's taking care of that. Boom, you feel a sense of relief. And that feeling crystallizes into an assumption. Oh, I thought that was already under control. The result? You do nothing. And the wild part is, this whole chain reaction can happen in the blink of an eye.
So, if this whole thing is happening subconsciously, in a split second, how in the world do you even begin to see it? Well, this is where we get to a totally new way of thinking about technology, and a pretty revolutionary idea for a solution.
You know, we're used to thinking about AI that's trying to optimize us, predict what we'll do, or, let's be honest, manipulate us into buying stuff. But this is completely different. This is about an AI that's designed to be a simple, non-judgmental mirror for your own mind. Think of it less like a master trying to control you, and more like a companion that just reflects what's there.
And yeah, let's be super clear on this. The point here is not surveillance. It's not about control. It's actually the opposite. It's designed to empower you, to give you back your own agency by simply showing you your own patterns. Once you can see them, you get to make more conscious choices.
So how would these AI mirrors even work? Well, their job, basically, is to help us map out the very architecture of our own minds, to make that invisible internal operating system finally visible.
So what does this mirror actually show you? It helps you spot the exact filters you're using to see the world. It can shine a light on your automatic emotional triggers, your hidden biases, your deep-down beliefs about what's fair, and hey, it can even help you find some hidden strengths you didn't even know you had.
And this right here, this is the whole point. When you can finally see these unconscious patterns, they stop being automatic. They become optional. That knee-jerk reaction, now it's just information. Those old habits that used to run your life, they become conscious choices you actually get to make.
Okay, so now let's connect the dots. Let's bring this inner work right back to those huge external challenges we started with. Because this isn't just about self-help. This is about building the foundation for a totally new way of working together on a global scale.
I mean, just think about it for a second. How many times have you seen a group project or a big initiative fall apart? It's usually not because people disagree on the basic facts. It's because our unconscious stuff gets triggered. Our fears, our old wounds, our biases, and suddenly everyone gets defensive and the whole thing gets polarized.
So, by seeing and kind of dismantling these I thoughts, we open the door to a much more evolved way of being a team. The sources we're looking at call this conscious collaboration.
It's basically a way of working together that gets past all the ego and fear so we can actually align on what really truly matters.
You know, when you can see what's going on inside your own head, when you can manage your own triggers and spot your own biases, your ability to work with other people just skyrockets. We can finally start to sync up our collective actions with what the planet actually needs from us.
When you boil it all down, it's pretty simple. Our technology has scaled up, our markets have scaled up, our problems have definitely scaled up, but our self-awareness, our ability to reflect, that hasn't kept pace. So using tools like these AI mirrors to scale up that inner maturity, that just might be the missing piece of the puzzle.
So, that leaves us with one final big question. If we actually had the tools to understand the hidden blueprint of our own minds, to finally see those I thoughts that are holding us back, what could we, all of us, finally achieve?